California police, racist text messages exposed. Let me give you some background to this. Let's put up the picture of this young man who's at the center of this. A day after Torrance police shot Christopher DeAndre Mitchell, this was in 2018. His mother and a dozen of his loved ones staged a protest outside of the department headquarters. Keep that picture up. In an update, even more repulsive racist text messages shared between cops in California, Torrance Police Department have surfaced, causing local residents to say the force is too biased to keep the town safe. While the department became embroiled in scandal last year, when cops' racist text messages first came to light, the Los Angeles Times reported Thursday that new court documents revealed even more vile messages shared between officers on the force, with cops using the N-word and joking about killing black people. Killing black people. In one exchange, according to the Times, a group of cops complained about a group of black people gathering outside of the police station after their family member was shot and killed by the police. Was going to tell you all those N-words family members are all pissed off in front of the station, one officer said, according to the Times report. Now, they are literally there at the police station because a loved one has been killed by the police. They believe that the killing was unjustified and rooted in racial bias. How do the police respond to this? By showing their bias in the text messages they send to each other, showing their disdain for the humanity of black people. There's more. Officers then allegedly joked about a gun cleaning party if the identities of the cops who shot the black man became public. Yes, absolutely. Let's all just post in our yard with lawn chairs and a firing squad, another officer replied, according to the documents obtained by the Times. You see, the scandal first erupted back in December of 2021. So I gotta take you back. That's when the LA Times released a trove of racist and discriminatory messages sent by Torrance officers. In those, the cops shared an image of black men who had been lynched, joking that they were hanging with the homies, as they put in the text messages. Another text message said cops should break a tail light on a black man's car and shoot him if he was caught having an affair with one of the officer's girlfriends. The messages also showed that officers joked about gassing Jewish people and assaulting members of the LGBTQ plus community. The scandal prompted an investigation from the state attorney general's office. That's according to Fox 11. LA reported that criminal cases in which the officers were involved continue to be dismissed. And at least one man has been released from prison. Lawsuits filed against officers involved have already cost Torrance more than $10 million. Once again, defunding the police by way of the police. Still, most of the officers implicated remain employed by the city. Let's put up two pictures here. Let's put them up. The officers involved in the text message exchange include Christopher Tomsick and David Chandler. The exact number of officers still unclear, but 15 of them, 15 have already been placed on administrative leave so far in relation to racist text messages being released, okay? Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem. They have been placed on administrative leave, not fired. They have been placed on administrative leave. They are still getting paid money. They are likely going to come back to the department because others have had their cases dismissed even when there was validated criminal conduct by the cop. This is called culture. They do have an anti-racism policy on the books. They have an anti-discriminatory policy. They all sign up and say, yes, I will faithfully execute the office of blah, blah, blah. And they sign a sheet of paper, they swear an oath, and the policy is accurate, the policy is appropriate. But as I say all the time, culture eats policy alive every day of the week. This is culture. This is culture. And the fact that they are able to still get paid showed you how deep the culture permeates. There's a reason why these cops are not shown the door. You know why? Because if they leave, if they get on the chopping block, they got some people they can snitch on, such as their sergeant, their captain, and maybe even their chief. So when you see these cops remain in position and you scratch your head and you wonder why, understand that they're connected to a superior complex or a supervisor complex that engages in the same culture as they believe in. That's why. All right, put up the chief here. There he is, Jeremiah Hart. He is the head the head chief for that police department. Sharon, thoughts here?
My thought is, I wish they'd be less brazen and more creative. You can fool a lot of people if you're just a little more creative. Why not just fire them and violate due process and then come back and say, oh, well, we had to hire him back. We violated due process. They could, pull that number one time. It's sick. These vile text messages about blacks, I think he said Jews, gays too. It's not just that they can't keep the community safe, Dr. Richey. The force is the threat. The force is the threat to this community.
Yeah, and remember the goal was never policing. The goal was public safety. Policing is never your goal. Policing is one aspect of public safety. And police departments, they have made many people fall for the okie doke as it relates to their departments. Police don't solve crimes, they solve less than 2% of crimes. Every one cop you hire, every new additional cop you hire, they decrease crime in the best surveys available by 0.012628%, less than 1%. So every one cop you hire, they are resolving or providing a remedy to crime at a rate of less than 1%. That's not bang for your buck. If you engage the same amount of salary to preventative, according to the DOJ, you increase your chances to lower criminality by 20 to 30%. That's a fact. That's a verifiable fact.